All right, here's part four of my 12 state strategy for the midterms in 2026. So let's go to the state of Kansas. Now, the incumbent is a Republican by the name of Roger Marshall. And of course, he's running for reelection, I believe. It says he publicly expressed interest, so that pretty much means yes. He was already endorsed by Trump and AIPAC, so yeah, that means he's running. Now, on the Democrat side, we have so far as of the recording of this video, we've got four Democrats who have declared to run. We have Christy Davis, we have Ann Parelker, if that's how you pronounce her name, Mike Sotart or Sotert, not sure how to pronounce that one either. And then we have Sandy Newman. Sandy is a former financial services executive. Mike is an art gallery owner and perennial candidate. Ann is an attorney. And Christy is a former Kansas director for USDA Rural Development and candidate for Kansas's first congressional district in 2020. Okay, so based on that alone, I would say it seems like Christie maybe have the highest chance to become nominee there because, with her having been a candidate, a congressional candidate before, that helped a little bit with name recognition. So Laura Kelly declined to run, but let me see. Laura Kelly, she got elected for governor in 2018. She was reelected in 2022. She could run for that spot and eke out a victory there. Now, why is Kansas on my list, to those of you who are wondering? So check it out. Of course, Kansas is a state that pretty much every Republican candidate has won for the presidency for a long time. I don't know the last Democrat presidential candidate that won Kansas. I'm sure Obama didn't win Kansas. I'm pretty sure Clinton didn't win Kansas. So now what happened in 2024? Well, here's the thing. Trump still won Kansas, but not by much. So just like with Iowa and Texas and states like that, in June of 2024, Trump was leading Biden in that state along with the other states by about anywhere from 10 to 15 points, probably maybe even more. Well, he was only ahead of Harris in that state by about 5 or 6 points, just like what happened in Texas. He still ended up winning. But for a lot of these states, Harris came in and tightened the gap between it's like Biden and Trump were like this far apart, and Harris got in, and the gap just tightened and tightened and tightened. Now, again, sadly, she didn't win those states, but the fact that it even went to that point tells me that this is a state we could potentially win. And not just for the Senate and the Congress in 2026, but also for the presidency in 2028 and every election going forward. We want to turn a lot of these states blue and we want to turn them permanently blue. We can't get complacent. We can't get lazy. We can't take our foot off the gas pedal. We have to keep going. And so, what the Democrats, especially the Democrats of Kansas, need to do is you need to be out there talking to independent and undecided voters and talking about these four candidates. I haven't gotten behind any of them yet because in the next couple months, anything could change. Some of them could drop out or whatever may happen. We could have more to join. But talk to independent voters and candidates about, okay, these people who are going to vote for Trump over Biden, and then they went to, no, no, no. Yeah, they voted for Trump over Biden, but then when it was Harris versus Trump, a lot of them went to Harris. Or simply a lot of them probably didn't vote or were undecided. Guys, Kansas is what I call an almost potentially swing state, which basically means that even though it's a state that Republicans win almost all the time, the fact of the matter is we have a Democrat governor in that state who is actually pretty moderately left wing. Like Laura Kelly, she's been there since 2018, got reelected in 2022. I think she's termed out, so she's not going to be able to run again. But let me double check that. Yeah, I think she's termed out. But I would say that there's a way that because guys, I can't do this alone. I need all my Democrats. I need Democratic Congress people, senators, governors, presidential candidates, uh, uh, media officials, government officials, state representatives, council people, school board members, activists on the ground, aspiring journalists. I need everybody on the ground really talking about these elections because we have to remember the presidential elections are not just the only ones that matter. Now, some people might argue that they're the most important. Other people would say that the city elections are more important. I say they're all equally important, but we have to put more emphasis on a lot of these other elections. You have to talk about who's running for the Senate and what they're running on. You have to talk about Congress. You have to talk about city council. You have to talk about school board. You have to talk about all of it. So, guys, Kansas is on that list. Do not write out Kansas. What are the chances of us winning Kansas as it stands right now? I'd say about um 30 to 40%. But you know what? Don't write off that 30 or 40% because that number could change at any point. So, guys, focus on the state of Kansas, and I will cover the rest of the states in my other videos. The link to my YouTube is in the comment section. Like and subscribe. And if you're a Democrat, liberal, or left winger watching this, if you have any questions about any candidates who are running in your area, you need to know who's running or where to vote, feel free to call, text, email, or message me. I will help you. I'm here. So stay tuned.